Welcome back to my channel. This is Old New Dude with theories and tinfoil of Game of Thrones and beyond. All fair use laws are unaffected and spoilers ahead. Yay! I made a video 2 days in a row. So I'm on track to beat the last 2 years record. Like I said yesterday, we're going to kind of touch on the prologue of Game of Thrones. This kind of our first look at this world, and everybody's done a reread on this that is going to be 100 times better than mine. So I'm not going to rehash how the forest seems to be alive and the description of the others and all that. I'm gonna talk about assumptions. Now George has a lot of ammunition in his quiver on how he writes and puts things across on the page, and he's got his tools like the unreliable narrator, and I think one of his best tools is the assumptions of the reader. And this was pointed out in because I did the exact same thing yesterday with the President Jacobs video, his podcast on Rob's Wheel. And shout out for Asheron's Trueborn son for pointing this out, because I did the same thing that I'm going to talk about today. I assumed that Rob's Wheel names John. Now we're told that that's the direction that Rob wanted to go, and Kat threw out some names, and but we're never actually specifically told John's my heir. And then yesterday, my predictions for Winds of Winter, I automatically just one of them was I assumed that that's what the wheel said. So I did the A plus B and then equals, and then George R. Martin doesn't say C. We as the reader go A plus B equals, and then we're like C. And he used that against us. And it ain't, we might find out Winds of Winter, we might find out Dream of Spring, what letter goes on the end of that assumption. It's not like we get instant gratification on that assumption. It's just kind of hanging out there. So I say that and if somebody has seen this, please leave a comment so I can watch their video. It's probably better than this one. We as the reader automatically assume A plus B equals C, and it is the others, the White Walkers, whatever you want to call them, is the ones that are raising the dead. But we never see them on the page at the same time. Now, they've been in the same chapter together twice, but they've never actually been in the same page, same sentence, same paragraph at the same time. And follow me on this for a second. You got Will and his they're tracking down the wildlings and all that kind of stuff, and he's by himself because he's a poacher. Good, he's a woodsman. Sneaks up on the wildling camp, sees the dead people, and then we're told it's 2 miles. And then at first we're not told how slow you have to go in this snow with the horses to make sure you don't break your ankles. We're like, 2 miles, that's not that far. And he gets back and he talks to Royce and Garrett, I think is his name. And then they have to travel the 2 miles back. And then we're told how slow, this is when we're told how slow that process is of walking through that snow with these horses to make sure they don't break their legs. And then we're told again that Waymore, or whatever his name is, Royce, has the wrong horse for this too. So they're going even slower because he's got the wrong horse. So that's 2 miles back, going slow, and then 2 miles back to where the dead people were, even slower. And then, all right, now the dead people are gone. Will's told to climb a tree, and everything that happens with the White Walkers and looking at the sword and all that stuff, everybody's covered it better. So I ain't going to rehash it. He's holding on for dear life in that tree. And he's there till he can't hold on no more. And then, I mean, again, it's leaving it up to you're assuming the length of period of time that it took for him to get tired holding that tree and then climb down. It's got to be a good while. So he climbs down. He sees Sable Cloak and reaches down, grabs the broken sword. That's the proof. Stands up. Then there's Royce in his eyes or in his face, and then starts choking him. Okay. What we don't see, and all of this is, all right. Something killed the wildlings and left. Will comes up and sees the wildlings and left. Will and Royce comes back to the camp and the dead wildlings left. And then we see the White Walkers coming to this camp and there's the fight and all that stuff. And the White Walkers left. Even though I'm pointing right on me. And then Will climbs down and then gets killed. We never actually see the White Walkers raise the dead. We never see them raise Royce. I mean, if they were going to raise him, wouldn't they have done it when they were there? And then let's look at it, the original wildling camp where the wildlings are dead. They're sitting up. There's a fire. There's shelter. All that stuff. They're just sitting there. Some of them look like they're sleeping. Some of them look like they're sitting beside the double-sided battle axe, whatever. So we're told, or we assume that the White Walkers killed them wildlings, did not raise them when they were there. They left. And then, the brothers, Will goes there, goes left, comes back with Royce. And then the wildlings come back. Now, I agree wholeheartedly that they were there looking for or tracking down a person that looked like Stark. I have no problem with that whatsoever. I think that's peachy keen. I mean, yeah, I agree. But the amount of time that passes, and then we see the dead gone or the dead rise, I don't know. And it's even when Sam's chapter later on in the books, yeah, there's dead things at the Fist of the First Men, but they don't talk about no whites or White Walkers at the Fist of the First Men. They only talk about dead things. So we as a reader automatically assume that it's the White Walkers controlling the army of the dead that's attacking the Fist of the First Men. And as they leave, they're traveling, can't walk no further. There's a ring of fire around them that is traveling, going. Sam can't walk no more. Then we see a White Walker on his dead horse. Now, do I think the White Walkers have the ability to raise the dead? Sure. That's how I got that dead horse. Do I think they're the ones that are raising the dead to build an army? No, I think it's the Children of the Forest that have, as they've duplicated Bloodraven's abilities by putting him in the weirwood net and sucking his life force for every drop they can get just to duplicate what he can do. They can duplicate what the White Walkers did. So they're the ones raising the dead, in my opinion. No evidence to back this up. It's an opinion. It's not a theory. And I mean, there's too many unanswered questions, and like I said, he can't answer all the questions in the last two books. He can't wait to the very last book to answer. So some of them's got to be answered and wins the winner. And I'm thinking and hoping that that's one of them. I got a feeling I'm going to have to wait till Dream of Spring and I'm going to pull my hair out. But I mean, that's my spiel on the prologue. I know it sounds crazy, but it is what it is. All right, let's get back to predictions of wins the winner. And Yesterday I was talking about John, Stannis, Melisandre, Shireen, Davos. And I think I even covered, no, actually in a comment on somebody else's video, they're talking about Arya and Wins the Winner. Who was it? The Grease Goblins. Just found their channel, his channel, which sparked the interest in jumping back into this. I spent enough time away from it. His predictions for Arya and giving the mercy to to her mother, Cat, Lady Stoneheart, and how she's gonna get back to Westeros, and what's the deal with her and the Faceless Men and all stuff. And the comment I left was, just like this show, we have Arya killing the Freys, and then looks at the damn woman he didn't want to waste wine on, pulls the face off and says, "I'm Batman." I mean, that was what I wrote in the comment, and it was meant for a joke. But I'd like to see, and there's nothing to base this on either, other than how strong her connection to Nymeria and how big that wolf pack is getting. It's got to pay off. So, I mean, yes, Arya is probably like, what, 11, 12 by this time, something like that. But she's not a big person. And her direwolf is horse size. So, in my mind, I would like to see Arya riding Nym, leading the wolf pack in the battle for the Dawn. That would be extremely cool. I mean, the scene in the show where she said, "That's not you," and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's pretty. I mean, it jerks on the heartstrings, and then plays a little violin, which is, I mean, it's pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. But I still would rather see, and this is a want. I mean, like I said, there's no evidence of it. Is to see her and Nym get back together. Her riding Nym, leading the gigantic hundreds of wolves in the battle for the Dawn. Now, will it be in the north? No. The wolves are in the Riverland. And like I said yesterday, if you watched the video before this one, I think everything in the north is going to just go shits up. And everything's going to keep moving further south. And Dany's vision of her being at the Trident with the army, well, it'll be the army of the dead on the other side of the river. I think that's true. But that's in the Riverlands. That's where the wolf pack is the Riverlands. So I think that's when we're going to see Arya and Nymeria back together in the Riverlands. Hopefully helping Dany. And let's see, who else? I already said Davos is going to kill the Red Woman. I got no problem with that. Oh, yeah, Rickon. Speaking of riding wolves, if it doesn't pay off on Arya riding her wolf, leading the wolf pack, then we got Rickon and Shaggy Dog leading an army of Scargosi riding unicorns. But I'm assuming it's just going to be a big giant goat, even though it might be just Shaggy unicorns. That'd be cool too. But we got him leading the Scargosi. And here's the thing: when it comes to the Scargosi, I don't think they're as bad as people think they are. I just think they had a bad beginning back in the day, and were just, I mean, literally told, if you leave the island again and build ships, we're gonna destroy every one of you. And granted, I'm leaving that in. That was an alarm. That if you leave the island again, we're just gonna kill you. And an island versus the entire north, it just don't work out for them. So they've been on that island, and what's to say they're not like the Thins, Thins, however you pronounce it, where they have a totem pole on people, lords, all that kind of stuff. But they're not cannibals. They're actually more civilized. They're like the mountain men from the Vale, maybe a little bit better. But they're gonna throw their hat for Rickon. They've been welcomed back into the North by Rickon and Davos. And then, yeah, they come kind of to the rescue. So the ones that live, because I don't see them just automatically showing up at the Riverland. I see them coming to the north. And the ones that don't die when the whites move south, they'll be at Riverlands with hopefully Arya, Dany, hopefully John. And then I meant to say this yesterday on my John prediction. What I said, he didn't actually die. You had to watch yesterday's video, but him and Val can have kids. This will touch on to Rob's wife. She's pregnant. The girl that they show Jamie in the book is not her. So she's pregnant with Rob's child. John's going to get Val pregnant with his child. And just as John and Rob were raised as thick as brothers can get growing up at Winterfell, each one's prospective individual child, is going to be raised together just like Rob and John were. And the bittersweet ending is John's not going to be around to see that. I think he is going to have to be the one to go north with the White Walkers to save humanity, to save the rest of the world from the White Walkers. Now, I don't think that has anything to do with the undead. That's still a completely different battle. Yeah, they're two kids, and chances are they're going to name, each one's going to be named after the other. Rob's son's going to be named John. John's son's going to be named Rob, which is still pretty cool. And then somebody as honorable as Ned or John is going to be responsible for the children's upbringing. It could be Brienne. I mean, I think that the Jamie true as a true knight, as what he originally wanted to be, even though he got sidetracked with Cersei. And just like Melisandre, I don't care if it was lined with gold. No, ma'am. Thank you. Keep it to yourself. He would be the one responsible for teaching the two children what honor is. It would be his responsibility to protect the children for the rest of his life, to where he finally gets to be a King's Guard, if you want to call it, whether they're the Kings of Winter, King of the North, however the North, I haven't figured out that yet. However the North ends their little soiree as far as King of the North or Wardens of the North, but I think Jamie's going to be up there with them. That no evidence, it's just wishful thinking. It's getting a little long on video. Let's see, who else do I want to talk about, or did I touch on? I don't. It'd be cool if Jamie kills Cersei. It's sad just in there rooting for somebody to just get choked out. But it could be somebody else's little brother. It could be Rickon. We don't know. With that's a real stretch. That's pretty damn thin. But I think that's all my predictions on the Winds of Winter for today. Working on this picture, I worked on it a couple minutes yesterday with the wolf and the dragon. It looks like it'll work out, but I think I want to try to turn the yin yang from top to bottom to side, see see if I can play around with the eye placement, stuff like that. But it's cartoony right now. It's chicken scratch, so it's not even worth showing you. But it should work out. I have no doubt that I'll figure out a way to get that picture done. Shout out to all my friends on Twitter that watched the video yesterday and made a comment. My sister made a comment because it's the only time she can see me. Austin, sorry, man. I'm a crappy friend. I gave you a better definition than I gave most people on where I've been. So today at lunchtime, or not lunchtime, but I'm waiting on to pick up my 7-year-old. I'll jump back on Twitter for a minute, but I can't stay on that thing. I'll get nothing done. My life will just revolve around that phone, and I got too much stuff to do. I got things that have to be done. But oh crap, 21 minutes. All right, that's my opinion on the prologue. That is my predictions for today for Wins the Winner. You take care of yours. I'll take care of mine. Leave a comment if you got something you want to throw on to today's opinion. Or if you want to talk about something else, the next thing you want to talk about, I got no problem with it. I go wherever comments take me. You can leave a comment, tell me shut the hell up. That'd be cool. But like I said, you take care of yours, I'll take care of mine. COVID's hanging around. Do whatever it is that you feel like you need to do as far as COVID goes. You are definitely worth keeping around, so stay safe. And that's it. Y'all have a good one.